Here at Nampa, Natalie, at a very special location. It's called the Nampa Model Aviators. Look at all these guys back here with all these beautiful model control airplanes that they've got, remote control airplanes. They've invited us on their adventure, and so we are out here today. For example, these are actual airplanes. They actually fly. This is a 4-engine B-24, and this is just meticulously put together, lovingly put together, as are all of these airplanes that are out here. And in fact, Clint, we do have one of the airplanes that's out flying right now. This is an incredible facility, and this is a T-28. And is that called the Trojan, guys? The T-28 Trojan, right? So that was a basic Navy trainer, and look at this airplane doing the loops and the rolls, and again, all of the exact same manipulations you do in an actual airplane is what you do with these, kind of like what we do with the STEM action drone, only theirs is a little more complex than ours is. Speaking of the STEM action drone, let's go ahead and take a look at the live shot right now. From that, you're going to be able to see the incredible facility. Absolutely phenomenal today, and I think for the most part, the pattern is going to stay on the dry side, but we may see varying degrees of clouds. So here's the temperature readings we're seeing outside right now, hovering right now in the 50s. T-28, he's going up and around and doing his loops and his rolls, and it is so much fun. The only thing these guys get a little concerned about is when the winds start getting much above 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's when it gets to be a little bit of a challenge because the aircraft are so incredibly light. So we're going to meet some of the guys from the club here in just a few minutes and see more of their amazing flying coming up in just a few minutes, guys. Back to you, Natalie.
So cool to see. Well, from the skies down.
Yeah, having a lot of fun with these guys out here at the Nampa Model Aviators Club, Natalie. And this is definitely a spring kind of a day. And what we're seeing is just beautiful blue skies, some occasional high clouds that are cruising by. And we've got an airplane here. I want to show you, this is Jack Bresson, and Jack is the club president. But Jack, very quickly, if we can, guys, go to the STEM action drone. Jack's going to narrate what these aircraft are all about. But let's take the STEM action drone. And Jack, you got the airplane. The field is yours. Go ahead and take off, buddy. So as he takes off with his extra model RC aircraft, we're going to fly the STEM action drone right alongside of him. And as you can tell, these guys don't need a lot of runway. They get off pretty darn quickly, and he does all sorts of really cool aerobatics with this airplane. Larry, tell me a little bit about this airplane, if you don't mind. If we can go back to Clint's aircraft, or Clint's, excuse me, camera right now, guys, as he's following the airplane in aerobatic mode. Larry, tell me a little bit about your club and about these airplanes.
Well, we're a Model Aviators Club. We're open to everybody and anybody, age, sex, we don't care. Jack's flying an extra 300. It's an electric powered airplane, and which means you don't have to worry about fuel or barometer, et cetera, et cetera. They're pretty dependable.
Now, the skills associated with flying these airplanes are very similar to flying regular airplanes in half the time.
Well, yes, they fly exactly like a full-scale plane. And the fortunate thing is you can be on the ground when the plane crashes, you survive.
Oh, good. I like that concept. Now, he's doing some pretty advanced aerobatic maneuvers, like there's a hammerhead. He's trying to stall the airplane, pivot the airplane, comes down, and now he accelerates on the backside. They could do all sorts of things with loops, rolls, knife edge passes. What are all some of the other things that they could do?
Well, he can do, right now he's going to do a Cuban 8, I believe, next. And that's like a figure 8 that's sideways.
Yeah, beautiful airplane. Really cool. And the ability to just go vertical. Now he's doing a torque roll coming down on the vertical line. So very cool. Really want to thank you guys for inviting us out to your club today.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's a beautiful, beautiful setting that you guys have here overlooking Nampa and the Treasure Valley. Let's go ahead while we watch that and enjoy that. Let's take a little look at the weather and what we're seeing outside, folks. To Clint's live shot, he's doing a downwind landing. Jack, did you run out of battery? Jack just ran out of battery. No pressure. This is a dead stick, no pressure, dead stick landing, guys, going downwind. Oh, that was done like a pro. And what that means is his battery ran out. And when his battery ran out, he had to land the airplane like it was an emergency, but he handled that beautifully. So, gosh, we're having fun out here with these guys, Natalie, and they got a special message for you coming up here in just a few minutes. They're big fans of Natalie Hurst. We'll have much more coming up in just a few. Back to you in studio.
Oh, looking.
Hi, Natalie. We are having a fantastic day out here in Nampa at the NMA Model Aviators Club. They've invited us to their incredible facility with the STEM Action drone to do a little flying alongside with them. This is really cool. For example, this is called an EDS, which is an what is it called, guys?
Electric ducted fan.
Electric ducted fan. So there's a fan in here that takes air in just like a regular jet engine would. It squeezes it and it blows it out the back, and that's what generates the propulsion that makes this airplane fly. Here we got an old Cherokee, looks like a Cherokee C model. Here we've got a Piper Cub, and then we've got some really other amazing aircraft that are out here. Some are gliders. There's a glider, and there's also another, looks like a Staudacher or something along those lines. But these guys put all of this love and care into building these airplanes, and then they come out here at this incredible facility. In fact, take a look at the STEM Action drone right now, and you'll be able to see how amazing this facility is. And as you can see, look at that beautiful manicured lawn that's out here, and the weather is just phenomenal. Now we have a little bit of a wind that's blowing out here today. Some of these high clouds continue to cruise in from the northwest, but for the most part it has been dry, and today feeling very, very spring-like here in the Treasure Valley. So we're going to continue to see very nice conditions here in the forecast for the next 12 to 24 hours, and then we may get a few more clouds in here over the weekend. So let's go ahead, and there you can see this is called a spacewalker. Spacewalker. It's a Cub with the wing on the bottom side there, and these guys just do a great job flying these airplanes. And I'll tell you, when you got a 10-mile-an-hour wind, Natalie, that's coming in, that is equivalent to like a 30-mile-an-hour wind for a full-size aircraft. So having fun. Beautiful scene, great day. Natalie, we'll have more coming up in just a few. The NMA Model Aviators is who I'm here hanging out with today, Natalie, at the Nampa Airport. These guys had a message that they wanted to send to you.
Hi, Natalie! Wish you were here!
There, see, these guys are all big Natalie Rios fans. So we got a great airplane. First of all, this is the gentleman who invited us to come out. This is Mike Blackburn, and he's one of the club members, an outstanding flyer. Used to work with the FAA doing air traffic control. Now you're flying remote control aircraft.
Been doing a long time.
Tell us, first of all, why did you invite us to come out here, Mike?
I see you flying all over the valley. Got your drone out there, smooth as silk, nice station, everything great. I'm thinking, what a better place to have them come out here and check this out.
I like
this.
That.
This is the action right here.
It is the action. These guys have a great time. Now we're going to launch an EDF, which is an electronic, what's it called? EDF.
EDF.
Okay.
Electric ducted fan.
Electric ducted fan. It's an F-18, and Jack's going to go ahead and he's going to take off with his aircraft. We'll watch with Clint's camera here real quick, guys, and you'll see as he takes off. Well, there he goes, and as he continues to take off, he is pretty fast. And boy, these guys, they got a lot of power, and that's an F-18, but it's not a turbine engine. It's a fan.
It is a fan. It's turning very high RPM.
Okay.
Internally, of course, electric ducted fan. There's a lot of modification you can do with them. You can actually increase the size of the motors, decrease the battery pack, the voltage, and so on and so forth. Most of these are pretty fast.
He is cruising along.
They're pretty
now,
fast.
They do full aerobatics, but what's the thing that you have to worry about with the battery?
About 3 or 4 minutes of flying time. You need to be looking for a place to set her down. He's actually a little conservative on the throttle right now. If he starts hot dogging it, he's going to run out of battery.
He's going to suck out the juice really quick.
3 to 4 minutes anyway.
So what an amazing day. Beautiful day, isn't it, bud?
It's awesome.
So I want to thank you guys for having us come out today and enjoying. This is an incredible facility that you guys have, and this is open to the public.
It is open to the public. We get people that come on out here and they want to see what's going on. We do have a training program. It's sponsored in part by the Academy of Modeling Aeronautics, which is the AMA.
Awesome.
We love to have people come out and see what's going on. We'll get them on the buddy box.
Okay.
We'll get them started. We'll get them going. They'll love it.
Thank you, Mike. Let's go ahead. As we're looking at that, I want to show you the STEM.
Take the news with you on the radio, 670 KBOI. And for news and information 24 hours a day, click on idahonews.com.
We are seeing temperature readings that are approaching the 60-degree mark this afternoon, Natalie. It's been a fantastic day to come out here to the NMA Model Aviators Club. You can see they got a lot of care and love that goes into these scaled-down aircraft. They're full-flying 3-axis aircraft. You can see right on down the line, the planes are lined up waiting for their opportunity to get out on the field. In fact, we got an airplane that's out on the runway right now. Let's take the STEM action drone if we can, guys, and you'll be able to see Mike go ahead and take off with his Super Cub. And as we're hovering right alongside of the runway, there's this beautiful Super Cub, and there he goes as he's taking off. They're dealing with a little bit of a crosswind. I'm going to try and keep up with him as quickly as I can, but it's a little difficult because these airplanes are so quick and zippy. But there he goes, and these guys could do amazing things with these airplanes. And as we look at Mike's Super Cub in the background there, you'll be able to see also that the weather has been absolutely phenomenal here in the Treasure Valley today. A little on the breezy side, as I mentioned before, but boy, the temperature readings have been so pleasant this afternoon, and it's only going to be getting warmer here over the next 24 hours or so. All right, let's go back to the STEM action drone very quickly, and let's see if we can spot Mike's airplane coming around. And hard to spot him, but he's out there flying. Okay, let's go ahead and show Clint's shot, because I know Clint's got it, and we can take Clint's camera. And with this Super Cub, Mike does all sorts of loop-de-loops, and they put me on the control box with him here just a couple of minutes. Now, I'm a pilot. I can fly an airplane when I'm sitting in the seat or when the airplane, these RCs are going away from me. But when they turn and come towards me, it's called reverse sensing, and everything gets all cattywampus. But these guys have a great facility, and they invited us to come out and be a part of their adventure. We really want to thank the NMA Model Aviators Club for inviting us. And here comes Mike for a landing. He's coming in for a landing. Maybe he's not, but I love these airplanes. This is really cool stuff. Great, that's all I need is another hobby. Natalie, back to you.
It's really neat to see, Roland. We'll check.
Day meeting some incredible gentlemen here at this club, and this is a great thing about this facility. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's just manicured. They have their own runway right here that overlooks the Treasure Valley, and they're out here flying their remote control model aircraft, and it's just really been a great experience to be out here with these gentlemen. And these are a couple of gentlemen, a father and son remote control modelers right here. This is Bruce, and this is his dad, Bert. What's special about this gentleman here is that Bert actually was on the first wave that hit Omaha Beach. World War II veteran. Bert, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Did you teach your son to fly remote control aircraft?
Yeah, long time ago.
Like how long ago?
Oh, gee, when did he start? 60s.
Who's better, you or your son?
My son, by far.
Yeah? Well, listen, it's amazing that you're here and that you're part of this club. What would you say to folks when they think about flying remote control aircraft? Would you recommend it?
Oh, I'd recommend it, yeah.
It's a fun sport. You've been doing it for a long time.
I love it, yep.
Okay.
We started out with U-control, with the lines, you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember those old airplanes. Wow. Well, listen, bless your heart. Thank you so much for the incredible service that you've rendered to our country. And as you can see, we got a couple of airplanes out here. Ron and Bert are flying that little white one. And then we've got another airplane out here as well. And that is the Green MX. And that's, can you follow the Green MX real quick there, Clint? Ron, go ahead and put that one through the paces, because that's a full aerobatic airplane. And Ron does some pretty cool things with this airplane, which includes full-blown aerobatics. If you were inside that airplane, you would be experiencing some very, very high G maneuvering as he goes up and over the top. Looks like that's a half Cuban, and on the vertical downline. So these guys just have a great time, and we'll have much more about what they do here in just a minute. Let's take a look at the STEM action drone so you can see a little different perspective of the facility here that they got in Nampa. And I'm going to go ahead and tilt up with the STEM action drone and show you the weather that we have had here in the Treasure Valley, because it has been so nice. So we're getting some occasional high thin clouds cruising. Okay, so he's going to launch. This is a glider, and he's got it in hand. The way that you launch this is you just throw it into the wind.
I do.
Okay, so don't run over my photographer, Clint, but go ahead and launch your beautiful glider if you don't mind, if you can.
Not at all.
Watch what he does, Natalie. This is really cool. So it brings up the power, points it into the wind, and away she goes. So again, they invite anybody in the Treasure Valley to come down to this incredible facility that they have here. It's just right directly north of the golf course here in Nampa. You can come out and they'd love to teach you how to fly remote control aircraft.